And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Diamond Dynasty Baseball on tap tonight. It's Chicago going up against Tennessee. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set now. And today's starting pitcher, Tarek Skubal. What do you got on him, Chris?
When he's on, Boog, he's really fun to watch. He takes the pressure off entire lineups, and typically he doesn't need a ton of runs and support. No one should be surprised if he settles in and takes full control of this game. That's what he's looking to do for sure.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the leadoff batter as he swings through for strike one. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Dominguez makes the catch, and there's one gone. Now the number 2 hitter, Derek Jeter. Sing, you talked about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Swing and a miss.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Out towards right center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And a couple of quick outs. 2 down, bases empty. Now a chance for Willie Mays. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1.
The count.
Out to short, Abrams. On to first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back here with my pal Singy. And towing the slab, Bob Feller.
The spin rate on the curveball is incredible. Hitters know they're going to see a lot of them today. Stay back, be patient, and hit the ball the other way.
Now it's the second baseman, Ryan Roberts.
Here's
a guy who is one of the best in the business. You're talking about looking for a hit somewhere, and this is a guy you go to. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, in this day of analytics, you have to be really good, and you've got to be consistent as well. Otherwise, you're going to be out of the lineup because of the matchup. But, yeah, it's amazing what he can do from both sides of the plate.
Got him swinging.
Batting second.
This is Corbin Carroll. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-1. And that one fouled off. 1 out, bases empty.
You know, Boog, one thing about being a great switch hitter, it's so tough to keep both of your swings sharp. I mean, sometimes it can feel like a long time in between at bats against a lefty or vice versa. You can work on both swings, but there's only so much a guy can do in the batting cage.
2 outs, bases empty. For C.J. Abrams now. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
There's a swing and a drive. Makes the grab, and that is that. And we're back. And here's the catcher, Hunter Goodman. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So When you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. That one down the line, and foul ball. And 1-2.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Up the middle. The throw to first. It's the catcher by a step.
Well, here we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Nick Castellanos now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Fly ball to right. Carroll moving under it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. At the plate, Colton Heat,
the second baseman.
He's a left-handed batter who still comes up with good contact and a good average against left-handed pitchers. To the right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this. Now here's Jake Bauers.
Baseman, number 9, Jake.
All right, so you hit lefty. What makes it so hard to face a left-handed pitcher?
Left-handers, they just seem to have different arm angles, so to keep that front shoulder in there and really discipline yourself can be tough sometimes. But the guys that do it well, man, I tip my cap to them every day.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Ow! And that'll end the inning. Bottom of the second, and here is Devers.
The third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Feller back to work. Foul ball there.
And the man on the mound, rapid Robert Feller, had a way of getting in hitters' heads like only a few pitchers ever have.
Next offering is in for a strike. Well, Feller's probably the scariest kind of pitcher to face. Rocket fastball, tons of movement, and very hard to pick up out of his hand. And that's way high. Ball 1.
Anytime you've got a guy who leads the league in strikeouts and walks in 4 different seasons like Feller did, you don't know what to do at the plate. You're either swinging or you're ducking.
Registers the punch out and hits 101. And that one pulled foul. That misses the zone, and the count even 1-1. That one in triple digits.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And now the first baseman, David Ortiz. There's the strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. That's a little bit low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Back at Truist Park, new inning getting started. And here's the first baseman, Jake Bauers. Scooble, 28 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2018. And there's a foul ball.
You know, this group of hitters definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine, if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout. Here's the left fielder, Adam Dunn. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike one.
0-1's the count.
Ball one there.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Carroll has this one sized up, and he makes the catch. 2 away. Down to third baseman, Ellie De La Cruz.
Ellie De La Cruz.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center, and that's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example.
Runner takes off, swing and a miss. Save. De La Cruz gets his first steal of the game. De La Cruz stands at second with 2 gone.
Hey! No ball, 2 strikes.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Shoots a line drive single into right center, and they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead. To first, and he scrambles back safely. Took a big turn there. Now it's the shortstop, Derek Jeter. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss.
High leg.
No throw, safe at second. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. It's a pitch out. Runner goes again. And that one fouled off. At the belt and fires. Runner on the move again.
2 strikes.
And now a wide throw to third. And it remains 2-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Now it's the DH, Chipper Jones. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges.
Now coming in.
Not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Pinch hitter coming on. Juan Soto.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. And Matthew Ross right on it, says he held up. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
I would throw him another breaking ball. 1 strike. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Evan Carter up to bat next, lays off for a ball. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. center field. This one's deep. Forget it. And they take the lead. It's 2-1. One down. Now here is Ryan Roberts. Went down on strikes his first time through. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Still only one out here in the inning. Next one misses.
That's inside.
And that is ball one. On the ground, right side. Keith slings to first in time. And now the right fielder, Corbin
number
Carroll.
7.
0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
Carroll.
Outside low. 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on
One
the
ball,
radar
one strike.
gun. Next pitch is downstairs.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Towards first, Bowers puts the tag on him, leaving the box, and that's the third out. Start of the fourth,
Leading
and
off
now
for
the
the
DH,
chaos,
Willie
the
Mays.
designated hitter, Willie
Well, after putting up a
Mays.
nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Almost got him.
To a count, you really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
That's in there, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss. That one at 1-0-1. That one ripped. Going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Hunter Goodman. Rounded out his first time up. And a swing and a miss.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit.
C.J. Abrams.
That one lifted to left. Done. Hauls it in for the out. 1 away. Now it's Devers at the plate. Struck out swinging his first time.
Devers.
Fastball for a strike. 101 on the gun, swing and a miss.
0-2.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Crow Armstrong snags it for the second out. 2 down, bases empty. Jason Dominguez getting ready to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. They say you win.
0-1's the count.
That one at triple digits.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Out to short, Jeter. Handles, throws to first. That's the inning. Back here in Atlanta, here's the second baseman, Colt Keith.
Colt Keith.
Skubal back to work. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Out of here. And that should quiet this home crowd. And we're level. It's 2-2. And the batter now, Jake Bauers. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Fought off foul. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. And we're at the top of the 5th.
Inside
Just
ball.
missed. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Drops into the glove. And there's one down. So digging in, Adam Dunn. Flied to right his first time.
Number 44, Adam Dunn.
Up and in, and it's 1-0. Swing and a miss, and 102 on the
1-1.
radar gun. Tried hitting 101, and it wasn't happening. That's the strikeout.
The batter,
Here's the third baseman, Ellie De La Cruz.
De La Cruz.
1 for 1 with a single so far. Bounce to the left side. Devers tosses to first, and that'll do it. And we're back.
Leading
Digging
off
in,
for
David Ortiz.
The first baseman, David Ortiz.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
0-1's
Well,
the
these
count.
players just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the
That's
strike
off the
zone.
plate.
You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Juan
Now
Soto.
batting,
Good
the
fade
designated
and
hitter,
sinking action of that
Juan
changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Soto.
Swing and a foul out of play. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. Strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Got him looking. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Now batting.
And now it's
catcher,
Salvador Perez to the
Salvador.
plate. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at-bat.
That one pushed foul. Got it. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Back at Truist Park, leading off,
chaos,
Pete Crow
the center
Armstrong.
fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That one missed.
Inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Line drive, makes the grab, one down.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And a foul ball. That one fouled off. The 0-2. On the ground to third. Devers throws out to first. 2 up, 2 down. Willie Mays digging in now. 0 for 2 in this one. Mays goes 5 feet 11 inches, 180 pounds, and he's usually in the outfield to get, and he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw and save. Couldn't recover from the misplay. Here's the catcher, Hunter Goodman.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
To first, and they've got him picked off. Oh, caught up in a rundown now. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. And there's a strike.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Man at second. On the ground to third. Devers throws on to first. And that is the inning. Well, we go bottom 6. And now Evan
The
Carter.
center fielder, Evan Carter.
Fouled off left side. And that misses. And the count is 1-1. Hard hit right side. Fires over to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
The batter, number 1.
So the lineup
second
flips over.
baseman,
Ryan Roberts, the next to hit.
Robert.
Sinker gets the bottom of the zone, and that's a strike. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. That one at 1-0-1.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Corbin
The right
Carroll
fielder,
now
number
at the plate.
7, Corbin Carroll.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result,
0-1.
he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Inside, just missed.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
2 outs. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. And welcome back to the ballpark.
Chicago,
now at the plate, Nick Castellanos.
Castellanos.
On a line, base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Now pitching.
So here comes the big lefty, Aroldis Chapman to the mound.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Chapman throw over. Dives back. Out. And the batter now, Colt Keith. And a breaking ball misses outside. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Carroll makes the catch. And there are 2 down. And now the first baseman, Jake Bauers.
The first baseman, Jake Bauers.
Ground ball right side and foul ball. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
They really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now, C.J. Abrams.
C.J. Abrams.
Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
0-1's the count.
At the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. He circles the bases. It's 3-2. Base is empty, 1 away. Now the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Pro Armstrong makes the grab for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the first baseman
will hit next.
Ortiz.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Swing and a ball lifted left field, and that is that. We're at the top of the
Leading
8th.
off
Here's
for
the left
chaos,
fielder,
the
Adam
left
Dunn.
fielder, Adam Dunn.
Chapman back to work. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swings and he breaks his bat. Devers throws
He's
out to
out.
first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Ellie De La Cruz
Now batting,
digs in now.
third baseman,
1 for 2.
Ellie De La Cruz.
And that
Ball
one is
in.
inside ball 1. Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're at the top of the 8th. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1. And that one is in for a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
And there's the ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Crow Armstrong.
First
Ball
pitch misses.
1-0. Ball inside.
Right through there for a strike. Just
Inside,
off the
ball 3.
inside edge. That one finds the corner, and the count's full.
3-2.
High fly ball out into left center field. Abrams pulls it down, and that is that. On to the bottom of the
Leading
8th,
off for
and
the
now it's Juan
Wildcats,
Soto.
the designated hitter, Juan Soto.
Just missed.
That's inside.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter,
Pinch
Jackie
hitting,
Robinson.
Jackie.
Well, with his speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
Bomber deals. Castellanos. And there's one down. Salvador
The
Perez,
catcher,
the
number
next to
13.
hit. This is a
Salvador
guy who is very highly regarded
Perez.
defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Misses inside. Ball 1.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
That's in there. Strike 1.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
2 down. Evan Carter
Now
at
batting,
the plate.
the center
He's
fielder,
already homered here in this one.
Carter.
And that's
Yep,
outside.
that ball went out.
And that's ball 1. And
Ball,
another
that's
ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And there's the automatic. Tapped up the first base side. Bowers. And he's
On the
out on the
tag,
tag. That ends the inning. And we're back.
Leading
All
off
set
for
to start
Chicago,
the ninth in
the
this one.
shortstop,
And now
Derek
it's going to be Derek Jeter. Eric Gagne comes on trying to close it out.
pitching.
These are the spots relievers
Eric
really make a name for themselves.
Gagne.
Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Swing and a ball popped up. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Well, that's a frustrating into the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Mays now at the plate as he thought about that one, but held back. And that
Ball
misses. And it's 2-0.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Taps and misses. It's a strikeout. So 2 down now, and
Now
here
back,
is
the
Hunter
catcher,
Goodman.
Hunter
0 for 3 in this
Goodman.
one. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Threw that fastball right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
2 down, nobody on. They're down to their final strike.
Well, that's that slow right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. And that'll do it as they complete the strikeout to end it.
Great pitchers duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball game. And for these pitchers, it really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun one to watch.
A 3-2 final score in this one. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.